I'm never surprised with offensive linemen, honestly. You know, it's such a position that just, you know, guys come in and to be honest with you, they're totally changed people when they leave here. You know, from a physique and physical standpoint, and a lot of times from a mental standpoint. You know, it's just so much stuff to learn, and you have to, you know, you're trying to learn the plays, and you're trying to learn your footwork, then you're trying to learn your landmarks, and you're trying to learn, you know, all the just the top level things about playing the game. You know, it's just so much. You know, a guy like Brock, he knows what he's doing, and he has confidence in what he's doing, and it's showing through his play. I'm not surprised. It's more of a confirmation that you can't judge a book by its cover. You know, you have to open the book. You know, you have to really open the book and then, you know, dig in it, hone in on who the person is, connect with the guy, and then from there, find out what makes him tick, find out what pisses him off so you can get pissed off out there on the field, and then find a way to coach him. That's how it's happened with Brock. So excited about Brock.
You got a mental folder of all the things that piss your guys off that we can't.
No, it's more of a feel deal,
right.
and honestly, it's day to day. Because sometimes, you know, I have to get after a guy's ass to get him fired up, and then sometimes I just have to say, dude, what the hell are you doing right there? You know, like Matt Farniak, I just like, what are you doing? And he'll just, and some other guys I say that to, like, well, I don't know. And then they're like, whatever. You know, Matt Farniak's very hard on himself. Some other guys that are not hard on themselves, and you have to be hard on them. You have to close the gap, close the loop.
How close are you to having like a starting five in your mind? That you can just say these are the dudes I'm going with.
Not very close. August 31st.
Have you done like a big camp shuffle yet though with your guys? Like, you know what, I'm going to try this guy at guard, this guy at center today. Have you done any of that with like?
Not really.
You kept that same five.
Not really. I've been really trying to develop these guys at the positions that they're in. There's been a little bit of shuffling, but not a whole bunch. Not a whole bunch thus far through camp. There's probably some forthcoming. And you know, some of it's because of injury, some of it's because of, you know, wanting a guy to develop and get honed in on what his assignment and his technique are at that position, especially, you know, a young guy or two, and then we'll start moving it around once that guy gets a good feel. You know, we have week and a half yet, you know, of fall camp, so you know, we got some time to do that.
Will, the center, who's pushing Will at center?
Matt, his brother. That's his big pusher. But we have a few guys playing that position. Cam's going to come back here very soon, and Ethan Piper's showing up there. AJ Forbes is showing up there. You know, so there are some guys that are in that position that are certainly battling for that spot.
Was Ethan Piper physically ahead more than you even realized when he got here? And did that play a factor in you saying, you know what, he could help us on the O-line?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he is. I guess ahead is kind of a misnomer in that, you know, he's an explosive kid, you know, ahead of some other kids that came in his class. Absolutely, in terms of just his explosive power and his bend and his ability, also his ability to learn and his maturity. You know, that's where he is far ahead, you know, but the person that he is, the physical makeup of the kid, kind of knew it coming into it, so we knew that he was a kid that if he had a good head on his shoulders, he might be able to help us sooner than later at either line, you know. And then, you know, with things happening, he ended up settling in at the O-line, and he's doing a pretty damn good job.
What's that picture look like inside with Will and 75 Hickson? I mean, what's two young guys? How's that look through 11 practices?
It's good. Looks good. We're productive. I mean, certainly, you know, you want to continue to raise the bar, but they're managing those spots right now. Managing. You know, And that's the right word for it. They're managing the spots right now, and we're continuing to manage those spots and see what we can do to continue to make those guys play better at those spots, as is everybody's spot. It's not like, hey, the left tackle is just, he's a shoe-in, and he's, now certainly that's a guy that's played for us. He has a lot of snaps under his belt, but those young guys at the center and the left guard spots are, doing a pretty good job there.
What's managing mean to you?
They're working hard to keep their spots, and while they're fighting for their spots. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And, and that's the best way I can put it.
Was Gaylord out there today? Christian?
No.
No. Is he just injured at this point, or?
Yeah, right now he's dealing with an injury, and we're hoping we're hoping things can turn out for the better for him.
Coach, for the freshmen transitioning from high school to college, what are the toughest concepts for them to grasp and learn at the college level?
Toughest concepts, like
stunt
on
blocking, stuff like that.
just general fundamentals of hands and footwork. Really, fundamental things for young kids is balance. There's a lot of things in high school that you can get away with just because you're just better than a lot of the kids that you play at that position. So now when you come to college, you can't just take big footwork. You can't just have your eyes anywhere. You have to have your hands tight. You can't just widen your hands out and just engulf guys as an offensive lineman. And all those things get exposed once you get to college, and you're dealing with guys that have been trained on those for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So that's the biggest thing for young kids to grasp is some of the fundamental things. Now, scheme-wise, it all depends on how well the kid can learn and how well you teach it, to be honest with you.
From a technique standpoint, which freshmen have really impressed you so far?
From a technique standpoint, Bryce is doing a pretty good job. Ethan's doing a pretty good job. And those other guys are coming along as well.
You talk about comparing those scrimmages from the first year to the other day. What's an example of where somebody was to then to where they are now?
Oh, technique scores were like in the single digits when we first got here. And when I say single digits, we grade every play and every player on assignment, technique, and then their finish. And technique, you have to use the right footwork or set line and protection. Your hands have to be in a good position, and then obviously your body has to be on the body of the defender, either through the throw or through the run. And our guys' bodies were on the bodies of their defenders more often this scrimmage than they were in the last, when we first arrived here, our first spring scrimmage of 2018. And it was a testament to their footwork and their landmarks, their hand placements, and everything else. So, they've gotten a heck of a lot better from those. So now no more single digits. Now we're up to the 70, 80 mark. In terms of our technique, which is a pretty damn good grade. Go from a 10%. So that's 1 out of 10 plays you use good technique to 80%. Now you're a pretty productive player.
Yeah, obviously it's not your position group, but what have you seen from the running backs this fall camp?
They run well. Honestly,
yeah,
they're a stacked group with just so much talent. There's guys that can take it all the way. There's guys that can fit through small places. There's guys that can push the pile. There's guys that can. I'm so excited for our running backs. The only thing I hope to do is just continue to open up holes for them. Honestly.